It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome back to the Mom and Pop Video Shop. I am Tyson. He is Joel.
Yes.
It's Friday night. Bowling is greasy.
Yep.
You're parked outside in your 1990 Ford Probe.
Yep.
You got
you could say your probe is greasy.
You got a meat lovers.
Yeah, meat lovers
and a pizza
and a greasy.
You got a meat
and a greasy
See
probe.
what I did there?
I did. I
Meat
got
lovers
it.
and-
I got it. I got
So
it.
your girl and your meat lovers are both cooling down in the 1994 Probe. You've rushed into the shop. You're like, hey, I need a movie. Actually, this is a pretty good, I feel like, date night flick.
Uh-oh.
For as far as horror movies go.
Necromantic 2.
Not quite. It is one from 1983.
Okay.
We're on a bit of a roll here, and I didn't even realize I did this when I picked these movies, but I've set a trend
Okay.
for my personal picks today. Yep,
Trend.
1983.
And it's
This movie got me both into Hot Rods
okay.
and Stephen King.
Oh, Christine.
Of course. Christine from
You've never done Christine before?
1983. I don't think so. I think I brought it up a bunch, but I don't feel like we've done it. Have I?
Well, this might be one of them videos I have to go back and check on.
I swear I don't think I've done Christine.
You may not have. I just feel like we talked about it. I feel like I should probably let me check the channel.
Well,
Here's the thing. We're recording this. If it's the difference between us having 8 videos today and 7, or us just redoing another Christine video. Maybe we're so committed. You know what? Never mind. I checked. Scratch that. Christine.
Yeah. And if this is not the first time I recommend it, it just means that I dig it.
He loves it so much, and we are so old we can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
over the last 2 years.
I know we've talked about it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cover it. So
maybe not.
anyway,
Sure.
I'm going to read the back of the box.
Please do,
and we'll go
please
from
do.
there. So John Carpenter, which I was like forever years old before I even put 2 and 2 together.
That it was him.
That it was a John Carpenter.
Yeah.
film,
And it's funny. It does feel and look like a John Carpenter
and
movie.
sound like a John Carpenter.
But yet, you're right. I don't ever think of
Isn't
it
that
as
crazy.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So John Carpenter brings Stephen King's best-selling novel to life in this chilling thriller. I love that they start like that. She was born in Detroit on an automobile assembly line, but she is no ordinary automobile. Deep within her chassis, this is sexy. Deep within her chassis lives an unholy presence.
Speaking of greasing up your pro.
Christine, a red and white 1958 Plymouth Fury,
Beautiful.
whose unique standard equipment includes an evil, indestructible vengeance that will destroy anyone in her way. I don't think that I've done this before because I would have remembered this sexy
you're
description.
right. Yeah.
You'd
have remembered your
she
arousal.
seduces 17-year-old Arnie Cunningham, played by Keith Gordon of Jaws 2 fame.
That's right.
And also
Back to School?
and Legend of Billie Jean, right?
Yes, he is. Yes, yeah.
So Arnie becomes consumed with passion for her sleek, rounded, chrome-laden body.
God
It's
almighty.
hot.
This is like
She
soft
demands his
core.
complete and
Erotica.
unquestioned devotion. When outsiders seek to interfere, they become the victim of Christine's horrifying wrath.
I don't want to be in the splash zone.
I feel that. I get it. I feel that way about it. In the book, you really get that, but honestly, in the movie, you do get this sense of like this feminine, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Batshit crazy girlfriend.
Hell hath no fury.
So I love Christine. Special place in my heart because I had seen this when I was really young. Didn't appreciate it, right? Flash forward to me in the 7th grade. I read my first Stephen King novel, which is Christine. I also get into Hot Rods. For example, the 1958 Plymouth Fury. So it's like both of those came together. The Rockabilly 50s music, like this. I wore my copy of, which may or may not have been bootlegged, statute of limitations, but I wore that son of a bitch out because I watched this at least once a week. All my friends got into it. We all got into Cars. We all got into Stephen King.
Yeah. And you were 3 at the time?
7th grade, actually.
Okay. Yeah, my earliest memory of this movie, I've obviously seen it. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Oh, really?
And I've been wanting to rewatch it with my kids. They actually showed it, I think, at the little indie, like kind of art house old theater that we have here in
this
town.
at the drive-in. This would be a great drive-in.
Oh, it'd be so great at the drive-in. Yeah. And I remember I think it was playing there a few years back, and I was thinking about trying to take him to see it. Something happened, we couldn't do it. I really want to revisit it. My earliest memory of this movie, though, I must have been 5 or 6, maybe. There was a show that, and if Gamma you're watching, I know you know what this is, because I know you've told me what it is. It's a Lights, Camera, Action, maybe it was Lights, Camera, Action, that was hosted by Leonard Nimoy. I think it was maybe on like an early version of either Nickelodeon or like one of those, it was on cable. It was even HBO. I don't remember. My early memories. I remember seeing it because that's how I remember. I saw like Octopussy. This was in '83, right?
Yeah.
So I remember they covered like Octopussy like behind the scenes, and I remember thinking, "Ooh, naughty," which even at that age, apparently I knew what that meant. This Christine, and I remember they showed like all the different cars and the different
really?
stages.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I had no idea what the hell it was. Right?
I forget the trivia. How many Plymouth Furies
It was
they
a
had?
lot. It was like
in
double
retrospect,
digits, right?
it's heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, how many they had to? Yeah. Well, that's the thing about that. Like to me, if they ever remade this movie, the smart play is to not do CGI. Is to not make it a modern car. You make it the 1958 Plymouth Fury. You can set it now, set it in 2020, whatever. But you use that car and you go as practical, and obviously you can have some CGI mixed in, but go as practical as you can because there's just certain. That's why my whole argument about Stephen King adaptations nowadays, anyway, because they keep trying to jump up. Like, oh, now if it takes place in the past, it's the 80s, and I get they're doing that because of Stranger Things, yada yada yada. Am I boring you?
No, sorry.
Yada yada yada. But that's not King, man. If you're gonna be true to King, set it in the friggin' 50s, or have that 50s vibe.
Yes.
That's why I liked. Did you see The Monkey yet?
I have not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It takes place more modern era, closer to the modern era, if memory serves. But there's something about it. You'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
The music that's used and certain things that has that aesthetic. It's a vibe that is very uniquely King to my mind. And very 50s. They feel like they go together.
Especially with Christine, man. I mean, it's you can't.
Well, you're going to do a friggin' Prius.
Yeah,
you're going to do a Tesla.
And the music and the Arnie becoming like the greaser.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know what they do it now? It's going to be, an automated car, it's self-driving. Oh, is it really possessed or is it boring? No, that's what would make it so cool because every other car around it's like that. So this guy feels like he's going to be different. He's going to get that car that's so unique. And then he gets it. And it's doing weird crap.
Did you read the novel?
Never have, no. I haven't, but I've never read it.
Read it because the one thing that the movie, and can't blame Carpenter for this. I mean, folks, if you've never read a Stephen King book, they tend to be a little bit on the thick side. Yeah. And Christine was one of his earlier works, so it was only about yay thick. Yeah. But the one thing they go into that King goes into in depth is the original owner. Of the vehicle. So
I feel like I've heard about that. Maybe you told me about this.
And it's fantastic. Yeah. You only
someone like that could be a movie in and of itself.
You only vaguely get that mention because technically the old guy played by Robert Blossoms.
Oh,
right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I think it is. Yeah.
Shoe start. You need these. Shitter, and he's wearing the back brace.
Yeah.
So he's actually the brother of I think Roland might be the main character. Anyway, the guy that originally bought it in 58 brand new, that then, he tells a story about his kid died, his wife died, and all this. So that's the only mention you get in the movie because it's the brother that sells him the car.
Yeah.
But in the book, you get a whole
Do they explain why Christine is what she is?
No more so than like the Mangler. Where it's just
and I don't want to know.
It's a possessed machine.
It just is. Somewhere along the line.
In Detroit, along the assembly line,
I love that.
Chrysler
I love
becomes...
it. Yeah, you don't need to explain all that.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I would love to see a new version of Christine. I love the original, obviously. But if you're going to... Because I have a theory. I don't mind... It's not a remake. Because it's based on the source material. It's like saying every version of Romeo and Juliet. It's not a remake. It's a reinterpretation of that source material. I have no problem with you could redo a Stephen King story in a different version in a different time period every 5 years, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
The problem is, I do not want it to be set in the modern era with like a self-driving car or something.
You heard it here first. You know what I think could work, though? If you did the same thing that King and then Flanagan did with Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
If you did it as a direct sequel set today where somebody goes to a junkyard and rebuilds her.
It would be cool, like a kid, like a Gen Z, you're a kid, but who like is so over like all like, you know what I'm saying? Like he wants to like tap into something more primal, something more analog.
Yeah.
Because kids love that stuff.
The other thing you could do is, like I mentioned from the novel.
I love that what's 50-year-old. Kids love that stuff.
We know what we're talking about. Or you go back and you do, like I mentioned in the novel, where you give the original 1958
It's a period. It's a period piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, total period. Oh,
exactly.
God, that'd be great. I would.
Wouldn't that be cool?
See, Hollywood, do you not like money?
That's how you.
That's how you make money.
We know how to do stuff.
Come on.
Memorable scenes. Probably the most iconic scene. You've got it on the cover is when the Buddy Repperton kill after she chases him in the Camaro to the gas station. Kills all his friends. He's running down the highway black, and you just see... That scared me. When I was a kid, I remember I think they showed that clip in that thing, because I remember as a little kid being scared. That and the Carpenter scored... and all you see is this
pretty awesome.
flaming vehicle
It's
driving.
pretty freaking awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Who else is in this? I forget who plays his buddy.
Oh yeah. The actor.
Name.
I visualize him, and I
And
can't.
then Alexandra Paul, who was she did Baywatch for a while.
Yes.
After that,
Yes.
she's a twin too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But there's that scene where they have, speaking of drive-ins, they have their first date at the
John
drive-in.
Stockwell.
Yes.
That's the best friend.
Oh, Harry
He's like
Dean,
the Harry Dean Stanton
plays a detective.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy that owns the garage, he's been in 100 things too. Can't think of the actor's name, but character actor, you recognize it if you see him. But anyway, that whole idea of this kid being able to build a car at the garage, this is where I became obsessed with the 50s and 50s cars, 50s rock and roll. And I think what a perfect Stephen King book for me to read right off the bat too, because I was at that age
and I
where
feel
I was
like
into
weirdly,
that.
Christine,
and then, like,
of
Stand
all the
By
King
Me
stuff,
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
I feel like that's also like a gateway horror book, or movie
exactly.
too, in a way. Like it's intense and it's scary, but it's not like Pet
Exactly what I was gonna
Cemetery
say, right.
or one of these other ones where you're just gonna be like traumatized as a little kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Christine's great, dude. I'm gonna say as the movie goes, I'm gonna give it a 4 taper for me.
I got to go 5 tapes again just for personal.
Yeah, I have not seen it in a very long time. To be fair, I might feel differently if I rewatch it, but I remember liking it
after Buddy Repperton and all the dickheads basically destroy her.
Yes, I remember
and
that.
Arnie comes in and he's just like, and that's like when he realizes what it is, and he just goes, "Show me."
Yes,
and they play
See
like
what I'm
that
saying? And the music. Oh yeah, God, that's so good. I remember
classic
that.
like strippers.
Okay, 4.5. 4.5
Okay.
to 4.5.
All right, still 5 tapes.
I haven't seen it in like 15, 20 years, but I'm saying 4.5.
Guys, if you haven't seen Christine, man, check it out. It's a great John Carpenter movie.
Yep.
It's a great
King.
standalone horror movie. It's a great King movie. It's
Yep.
a great King book.
Yep.
Go out and read it.
What's your if it's not though, if you don't like it or you haven't seen it or whatever, what's your favorite? Like, do you have a favorite Stephen King?
If we haven't covered it,
Because I also feel like this is
Johnson's
that
on it.
there's like at least two eras of I call it golden age.
Yeah, we
of
talk
movie
about
King.
that.
Yeah, that early
yeah.
80s where you got like from like early 80s up to like around the mid 80s where you got like Firestarter. And you could argue the quality of the movies, but I'm saying there was like a Dead Zone, Firestarter, Cujo, like blah blah blah. There were like a bunch of them. And then the early 90s when you got like the TV movies and like It, and but you got like Graveyard Shift and you got Misery Dark Half. You got all of that stuff. So I feel like there's 2 eras there, and this is of that original part. Yeah,
it's really great. Really
and I think Carpenter was supposed to do Firestarter initially, right? And then he had the thing bombed,
Yep, I think
and so
you're
that
right.
caused him. So weirdly, he then got Christine as a gig, but
I'm glad he did.
I am too, because
I'm glad he did.
yeah. So anyway, let us know in the comments below, and make sure that you go buy Phantom Foundry Wax Company.
I'm gonna do a Christine candle, 100%.
Oh, dude,
like new car smell.
Oh my God, dude, right, dude. So,
You heard it here first.
Yeah, man, you'll begin
Not
that.
steal my ideas.
yeah.
And I guess then, if that's all we've got to say, in the meantime, remember, at the Mom and Pop Video Shop, our love of
The Car. James Brolin?
Oh, yeah. So I was thinking the Wraith, but same thing.
The Wraith.
No, but that's the car. And
Okay.
the Wraith is...
Of the two, I've actually seen that. I think I saw the car like one time,
was,
40 years
what's
ago.
his face? Charlie Sheen, right?
Charlie Sheen's The Wraith. Yeah, The Wraith.
Yeah. But it's another...
And the car.
It's another car
Yeah,
horror.
for sure. Yeah.
Either one. Double feature.
Yep. And remember though, if you're ever in a situation like The Wraith, before you leave out of town, you give the murder weapon keys to your little brother, and you sail off into the sunset with Cheryl and Finn.
Don't say that we don't provide solid advice here at the Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Am I right, Peter?
All of that. It never stops.
Mom and Pop's Video Shop.